And here we are again.
Here we are.
Another Cheap Fools podcast.
Yay!
We seem to be doing this every week.
I know.
It's getting repetitive now.
I know.
It's almost like it's planned, yeah.
It was so much I had to take a week off. I couldn't.
You did?
Yeah.
Right, anyway, shut up.
Yeah.
Right, okay. This week, you've got me, Rob. We have Raven.
Hello.
We have Graham.
Hello.
And we have Adam.
Hello.
Adam's back. What was you doing last week?
Working.
Weren't you jelly wrestling last time?
Jelly wrestling. Jam?
No,
Not
no.
actual. Like Americans call it jelly.
No.
It was a jam. It was
I'm
jam.
not, are you American? I'm not American.
No, last time was a bad back. The time before that, it was jelly wrestling.
No. Last time it was definitely not a bad back. It was Battlefield 1. I said it.
So we did actually catch you out on that one.
Well, you didn't catch me out.
We did work out what the truth was.
I just said.
No, you still didn't admit that it was Battlefield 1.
It was.
You still denied
Well,
it.
you've only just admitted it right now.
It was my phone auto-corrected it. I did right, sorry, but Battlefield 1, my phone said
Bad
made it
back.
bad back. Yeah.
You need a new phone, mate.
Damn autocorrect. I know.
Right, okay, moving on.
Yes.
Going through quickly what we had this week. It was quite a busy week. All New Wolverine number 13, Amazing Spider-Man 19, Batman number 8, Big Trouble in Little China / Escape from New York number 1, which I really liked.
Of course you did.
I did. Cyborg number 2, Deadpool Back in Black number 1, Death of X number 1. Graham bought that.
Yeah.
Green Arrow number 8, Harley Quinn number 5, He-Man Thundercats number 1, the first time they've crossed over. Midnight and Apollo number 1, I know Liam wanted to read that. Nightwing number 6, New Champions number 1, now Jessica Jones number 1. I still haven't read any Jessica Jones. We'll talk about this later though, because we're going to talk about Luke Cage. There's a new Serenity hardback book. This is volume 4. It's called Leaves on the Wind. We get about one a year, maybe one every 10 months. They're quite popular. Firefly's still got quite a good following.
Yeah, people love it.
You know, we try and keep them in stock. Spider-Man Deadpool. No, I don't like that.
That was alright. It was alright.
Superman number 8. Transformers 57, Uncanny X-Men number 14, and Walking Dead 159, which is supposed to be a big issue because they kill off another major character.
Big issue?
Dun, dun.
Like the big issue?
No, not the big issue, but it is a big issue.
Killing people that's selling the big issue.
Yeah. Or is it like a broadsheet comic?
What, like The Independent or something?
Yeah.
Shut up!
Okay.
Right, going back.
Just asking.
I don't think it deserved that. It's a bit harsh.
Right, has everyone read all of those?
All of them?
Why not?
Well, because I have a life and I don't
Oh,
care.
are you saying that people that read comics haven't got a life?
That's you. That's what you took out of that.
That's what you were
Let's not
implying there.
Look, this is entrapment.
I'm moving this way.
You're entrapping me.
Oh, there's a divide.
It's us three against him.
Hold on. What? You're there sat across the other side of the table.
Don't make me sit over there. I've got to move the chair.
Alright. Also means you've got to sit next to Raven, and we all know he doesn't shut up.
Or keep still.
Yeah.
Right, has anyone read anything off of that list?
I have.
Have you? What have you read? Go on.
I've read some of the comics that are on that list.
Which ones?
I read Death of X, number 1.
Right, go on then. What's that?
It's a 4-part limited series that basically shows us what happened to Scott Summers before Civil War
Right.
and after Secret War.
Okay, so this fills in the gap.
Yes, it goes against everything that I like about comics because I hate this going backwards and forwards and telling a story that happened, a year ago, as it were. But it's a good start.
They're promising lots of revelations, aren't they?
Yeah. The thing that I did get from that was that I think the Civil War thing may have actually been rushed forward because of the Captain America film.
Right.
Because there were certain things that were going on after Secret Wars, and they could have built up a heck of a lot more with what's going on with the Death of X and also X-Men versus the Inhumans. That it's almost like, right, we know DC are coming up with something, we've got to put something out in the pipeline quick. What can we do that's going to, explode the Marvel Universe? And so they brought out Civil War, which also tied in with the Captain America film, and this sort of was almost put to the sidelines.
Right.
So it's like, we haven't got the franchise to the films on that. We're not that worried about it. We'll bring it out after Civil War's happened and just tie everything together. But it's still a really good story.
Okay, it's one of those that I'll probably read as a trade paperback when they finished.
Yeah, read it. Definitely read it.
Okay, cool. Because it's only a mini-series, isn't it?
Yes, four issues. Well, it starts off with Death of X, then it goes on to Inhumans versus X-Men. which I think that might be somewhere in the region of 6 to 8 issues, I believe.
Yeah, that's going to be.
So that's the big that's the big Inhumans.
Yeah, with
X-Men
the
crossover
delays
this
that
year.
Marvel have been having, those 6 to 8 issues, that's going to go over a year,
Yeah.
basically. What else?
Deadpool, Mercs for Money, number 4. That's turned out to be quite a good story, quite a good book actually.
Okay. Have they spun all the other characters?
Yeah,
out of it yet?
what they've done on from issue 4 is issue 3, all the previous Mercs have all disappeared,
Right.
apart from one, which is Massacre, and there's a whole new team of Mercs that have come in that are led by Domino.
All right.
I've had to write down some of the names because I can't remember them all. We've got Machine Man and Gorilla Man.
Machine
Gorilla
Man.
Man.
Machine
Hang on,
Man.
Machine Man, isn't he?
He's a machine and he's a man.
Yeah, I know that.
The
He
name
was
says it.
in Marvel Zombies, though, wasn't he?
Possibly, yeah.
Which is really enjoyable.
Yeah, I read that. That
It's
is
brilliant. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
There's also another guy on the front cover. There's another character that's sort of like a monkey in a suit. But I've no idea who that is. I have
Right.
seen him in previous comic, but I don't
Yeah, he's
know.
a villain from.
I think he's an assassin of some description.
Oh, it's Monkey Man.
Could well be. He's a monkey in a suit. He's
They
man.
did last year. There was a one shot, and he was just coming out with 2 guns.
Yeah, that's the fella.
Yeah, I know the one you mean.
Like
I don't
gangster
know-
style.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is exactly.
Okay.
Whether it is Monkey Man, I don't know.
So
But-
hang on, is Deadpool and Mercs Money? Is it like they're gonna put some new Mercs in there, see which ones the people like, and then spin them off into their own series, and then get the next load of Mercs in and do the whole thing again?
This is
It
just
could
a
be.
comic generating machine.
Yeah.
It could well be because Slapstick, Solo, and Bull Killer have all got their own
Yeah.
series coming out. So yeah,
I
it
think
could.
Solo comes in next week. I think.
Yeah,
I think.
I've got that down to get that one.
Yeah, I haven't written it down, but yeah, that's coming in next week.
But
Okay.
yeah, it could well be a revolving door of characters for that one.
Did you see the new Deadpool crossover / mini-series they announced?
I've been told about the new miniseries / crossover.
Which
What
is,
do you? Yeah,
did you hear about it?
you won't shut up about it.
Well, no, I mentioned it to one person. That's not exactly won't shut up about it, but basically it's Deadpool meets Howard the Duck. So they're doing Deadpool the Duck, which is just a... I mean, I know I keep using the word cash in from time to time, but
Yeah.
this
It
is
is.
such a blatant
It is.
cash in.
That's what this sort of
And
said
it'll
last,
sell.
This sort of said last week that there seems to be a lot of Deadpool stories that are just being phoned in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what can we do now to
Yeah.
cash in on the
So
new
is this
on the
gonna-
film and the
Is this
fact that-
going to kickstart a new Howard the Duck story? Or something?
I don't know.
Because
No.
were they not going to bring Howard the Duck back?
They relaunched him. He had his own title. I don't know how
Yeah.
popular it was.
It came out the back of the movie. What was that movie?
Guardians of the
Guardians
Galaxy.
of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they sort of did a limited series just to see how it would sell and what have you, but I don't think it did very well.
No, hence
No.
why they put him with Deadpool.
Yeah,
Dead-
but it does.
the Duck.
It does. It's Deadpool. You put anything with Deadpool and it'll sell.
Yeah,
because
it used
it's
to be the
Deadpool.
same with Wolverine.
Yeah,
Or Spider-Man.
yeah.
You know, if your title wasn't selling, stick Spider-Man in it, you'll sell 100,000 more copies.
Yeah, just because, like I said
Yeah.
last week, that the current Deadpool series isn't as good as
No.
the previous ones.
No.
Yeah.
Really
Okay,
isn't.
one of the things that I read, Big Trouble in Little China meets Escape from New York, which sounds mental,
Yes.
but they did it really well. I was thinking they were gonna, there's this character from New York and there's this character that's in San Francisco, and they're just going to bump into each other.
There's only one character from Escape from New York that we really care about.
Yeah, Snake Plissken.
Yeah.
But the way they got around it is it's another wibbly wobbly timey wimey dimension thing,
Oh yeah.
and they're saying that they're 2 alternate versions of the same human.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool,
they
yeah.
wanted Snake Plissken, and someone did a magic spell,
Yeah.
and they got Jack Burton instead.
Oh god.
And then someone finds out, or rather Snake Plissken finds out that someone's using their name, so he goes off to confront him.
Okay.
But it's only a 6-issue miniseries, I think. But it was really good, and I really enjoyed it because I like stuff like that.
I like the premise. It sounds pretty interesting.
It's cool. It's going to be one for the shelf as a trade paperback
Yeah.
when they finished it. But yeah, that's going to be like one of the first ones I read when I buy it now. What else came in? Batman. No, not Batman. Sorry, Nightwing. What's the other title that's crossing over with for Mystery Men, Raven?
Detective.
And
Batman.
is it Batman?
Yeah.
Is it Batman, Detective, and Nightwing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Batman number 8.
Yay! Batman.
Batman number 8.
Yes.
And Nightwing number 6 is continuing the Night of the Monster Men story, which is not Monster Munch. Don't go there.
No, every time you say it, my head fills in men to munch.
Munch, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, have you seen Mr. Robot?
Yes.
It's like everything's Evil Corp instead of
Yes.
that's how he hears it.
Yeah.
It's just Monster Munch now.
Yeah.
That's all I can hear.
Yeah.
Right, anyway.
Yeah.
Night of the Monster Munch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
I don't know whether you actually said it then or whether I heard it.
Said what?
Exactly. See?
It's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. It's just giant monsters.
What's not to love?
Fighting Batman.
Batman and giant monsters, yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, they were pretty cool. I like them. And like I said, Walking Dead, apparently they've bumped off another a beloved character, they said. I don't know which one. I've deliberately not tried to find out because I don't want it spoiled for me.
No, fair enough.
But another one's bitten the dust. And they usually kill one off every couple of months, but this is the first one that we've had a bit of press about, so
Oh, okay.
it must be a big one.
I'm going to kill Negan. He's the only beloved character on there.
Maybe.
I'm always rooting for him. Go and kill them all.
Did you want to talk about anything else you read?
Well, the only other thing I did read was Uncanny X-Men 14. That's starting to become a really, really good book. And it follows Magneto with his group of X-Men.
Who's
his
his team?
Right, he's got Mystique, Sabretooth,
Yeah.
who's a bit more of a reformed character because of the Axis storyline,
Okay.
which happened a couple of years ago. And he's got Psylocke.
Okay.
He's
So it's
also-
just not like the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, but turned good.
Yeah, similar. It's not. They're not classed as bad guys,
No.
but they are sort of acting a little bit
Okay.
more.
Is Psylocke still Brian Bradrock's sister?
Yes, Braddock.
Right,
Yeah.
Braddock.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's Captain Britain.
Captain
Yes.
Britain, who we spoke about last week.
We did.
And yeah, he's associating himself with the Hellfire Club, who have been long-standing enemies of the X-Men.
Yes.
So there's sort of a lot of cards being played on the table, and a lot of people
Okay.
sort of holding
Cool.
those cards close to their chest as well.
So is it what book's this? Uncanny.
Uncanny X-Men.
Okay.
Yeah.
What makes them uncanny?
I'm not quite
all
sure.
their canny has run out.
Yes, or their canniness has run
Yeah.
out.
And that's
Fair enough.
14 issues in now, is it? That's
Yeah.
that's a 14 issue story arc so far.
Well, there's been a small story arc, Apocalypse War,
Okay.
that lasted for about 3 or 4 issues. There was a little bit of build up
Yeah.
in that, but yeah, this
Cool.
this one's been going for a few issues now, and
Sounds like a good.
it is a good
I
book.
haven't
good
read
comic book
X-Men
to
for
jump
a
on. If
while.
you haven't, yeah. I loved the X-Men. I read all the early the early 90s, was it? The Jim Lee stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was
91.
brilliant. And Magneto has always been one of my favourite characters.
Yeah.
I think it sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Magneto's a good guy. It's great.
We should do an X-Men book.
Well, as a good
Well,
guy.
the fact that he flits between being a good guy and a bad guy
Well,
is
he's
really,
that
it's a
he's
good
that
dynamic.
chaotic good guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like he'll do the right thing, but it may not seem like the right thing to everyone. But
Yes.
but it's
Yeah, there's-
what he
there's-
believes to be the right thing.
There's a good reason behind what he's
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't come off
No.
as well as he
No.
hoped it would.
Very rarely, in fact.
Right, okay. There's loads of stuff that happened this week, so I'm going to go through them quite quick.
Yeah.
They announced that Warren Ellis, who's a very well-known
Yep.
comic writer,
Yeah.
is going to be behind the new Wildstorm universe.
Yes.
So bringing back Wildcats,
Yep.
Union, Gen 13, Wetworks,
Yep.
loads of other stuff. So this is an old Image
Imprint.
Yeah.
It went to DC, didn't it?
that then
eventually?
moved to DC because it was owned by Jim Lee.
Yeah.
So they're going to bring all of them back, whether or not they're going to be in their own separate universe, or whether or not they're going to integrate them into the DC universe. Don't know yet.
So it's still a DC imprint then.
It's going to be a DC imprint,
Right, okay.
but it's going to be under the Wildstorm banner,
Yeah.
Right.
basically. But that should be good. Bloodshot as well.
Yeah.
I quite like him.
Yeah.
What else? Suicide Squad extended cut.
Yeah, I
They
saw.
announced an
you
extra
posted-
13 minutes.
But like you said, who would have guessed
Who would have guessed?
that we were going to get an extended cut of
Shock
Suicide
horror.
Squad?
Is there going to be lots of Joker in that by any chance?
I would have thought so.
Yeah, I've still not seen the movie.
Really?
What?
It's brilliant.
Okay, I'll watch it
Good.
and I'll hopefully agree with you.
Okay. What else? We had the poster for Wolverine 3. Logan.
Yes. The Schindler's List poster.
The Schindler's List poster.
Yeah.
That's Deadpool's hand. You did know that.
No, it's not.
It's Deadpool's hand from the
It's
Deadpool
his little
film.
gimpy
and his little
hand,
gimpy-
yeah.
yeah.
That would be good, but it isn't.
No. No. So have we got any idea when it's set?
No,
Set-
no,
there's
they
been
reckon it's
pictures-
Old Man Logan.
Yeah, there's pictures.
But
of
it's
So is
just
that going to be
guessing.
what was her name? X-52 or something? What was her name?
X-52, Laura
X-52?
Kenny,
Yeah.
X-23.
Yeah. So could
Yeah,
it be
she's the
her?
one that's currently as Wolverine.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's a clone of Wolverine.
Yeah.
She's the 23rd clone.
Ah,
that actually
cool.
did
I
work.
wouldn't be surprised if that character is in it,
Yeah.
so they can then spin her off into
Yeah,
her
yeah.
own film, and
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman doesn't, retires from being Wolverine because he's getting on a bit.
Yeah.
And they could probably bring him back as Old Man Logan.
Exactly.
He
Should be
is
good, though.
he is a damn good Wolverine though.
Oh, he's brilliant. Well, he's the only one.
Well, yeah.
He's the only one that's ever portrayed Wolverine on film, isn't
What, Hugh Jackman?
he? Yeah.
I believe so, yeah. Not unless you count maybe a younger actor that's played him when he's been young. But I don't recall that there has been a flashback on
No,
camera.
there hasn't been any other. Wolverine has never appeared in any TV show or any other movie.
There was a kid who played him for his origin story. wasn't
Well,
it?
yeah, that was in number 3, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 2. X-Men Origins.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all don't count that one. So.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, but he's nailed it though.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, considering that Dougray Scott was supposed to play Wolverine and he couldn't do it because of a Mission Impossible film, that's a good choice.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah, she
I'm
says,
really, really scared.
I'm openly optimistic.
I do this all the time.
I know you do.
I am openly optimistic all the time, and then Ridley Scott stabs me in the heart.
He's only right. Okay, Prometheus, but what else has he done it with?
From that.
So he's done it once.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That was enough. I was so excited. You don't understand how excited. The trailer. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm done.
Okay. Right. Back. Blade Runner 2049. Right. They haven't shown anything. All they've said is who's in it,
They've shown all 4 of them around a table.
which isn't a still from the movie.
No, it's
like
just
they're
them doing a table read or whatever, or talking about it. Yeah, whatever.
If I had my way, there wouldn't even be a trailer, and we'd know nothing. There'd be no stills, there'd be no photos, there'd be no trailer, there'd be nothing.
Like
And
that
you've
would happen in this day and age.
Right, and you've literally got to go to the cinema to watch it to find out. That would be great. I'd love that. It won't though, and
No.
it'll get trailer after trailer,
Yeah.
and it'll spoil the story completely, and everyone will get wound up before they go and watch it.
Yeah,
But at the moment, because I haven't seen anything on it, I'm openly optimistic.
yeah.
But we shall see.
As long as it's not full of CGI.
No. Ghost in the Shell.
I haven't watched any of the.
I don't.
teasers yet.
They've got a load of teasers came out of Comic Con or whatever
Yeah.
it was recently. Loads of separate, small, tiny little teasers, and somehow, whether they did it officially or not, or someone had done it, put them all together
All right, to make like a
to
super
make like
trailer.
like with little transitions
Yeah.
between each one, and it makes no sense whatsoever.
Right.
And it kind of threw me a lot until
that's
I
a good
knew.
thing, though.
Yeah, until I knew that they were all these little collections put together.
Right.
Because I thought it was all supposed to be one long teaser, but it's
Yeah.
not. It's a collection.
Lots of little ones.
But I think it's going to be amazing. It looks great.
It does look good.
A lot of people are not happy the fact that Scarlett Johansson is playing.
Yeah,
Kristen Argy.
it's another America changing, the lead character into an American to get bums on seats. I can understand why they do it because it's all political and it's all down to money.
Yeah.
And Scarlett Johansson will bring in X amount of money, but a nobody, will bring in none. I get all of that.
I mean,
but for fans of the
that's the only
source
people
material,
it ever affects is the fans. isn't it?
Exactly.
The fans will go and see it no matter who plays her.
I mean, look, I watched the original Judge Dredd and it has Sylvester Stallone in it, which is like
I don't
one
know
of
what
the
you're
worst
talking about.
casting choices
I
ever.
have no idea. That has been expunged from my memory banks.
Your memory, it must be so small. The amount of
it
things
only
you've
has things
expunged.
that I like in.
Walking Dead Series 2.
Oh, yeah. Walking Dead season 2.
Anyway, Blade Runner 2049 comes out
I am
next
excited.
year.
I'm
Next
excited
year.
for it.
So it should be good.
I like Gosling. I think
Yes. Return of the Cape Crusaders. Have you heard about this?
you posted something the other day.
Right, Return of the Cape Crusaders is an animated feature film
With,
by Warner Brothers.
Captain Kirk.
No, not yet. I'm just skipping the gun.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Return of the Cape Crusaders. It's an animated feature by Warner Brothers that continues the Adam West and Burt Ward's Batman and Robin from 1966.
Okay.
So they're voicing Batman and Robin. So it's very in the same campy style. That's right.
Yeah.
Kapow and
Yeah.
splat and
Corrupt.
correct. Yeah. But that comes out pretty soon. I think it's in the next couple of weeks. But they announced that they've already done the sequel, or they're in the middle of making the sequel,
Okay.
which will be the Return of the Cape Crusader 2.
Yeah.
That's going to feature
Return.
Two-Face, which never appeared, or he never appeared in the original 1966
Oh, really?
So who's
TV show.
who's the villain in the first one then?
Joker.
Raven?
The Joker, Riddler, Penguin, and Catwoman from
Yeah.
the original movie.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Poison Ivy did they not have as well?
I don't think they ever did it.
Oh, okay.
But it's
No.
like a sequel to the actual
Oh,
movie.
okay.
So like they say, they're re-returning.
Yeah.
They're reconnecting as villains
Yeah.
in a team.
So the sequel they announced is going to have Two-Face,
Yep.
and that's going to be voiced by William Shatner,
Yep.
which I think is pretty good.
Yeah.
I quite like that idea.
Yeah.
I think he'll bounce off, the Adam West, side of Batman quite well.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a
But I
funny
like
dude.
Batman 66. It's campy as hell, but I like it. Right, what else? HBO said they were in talks to do a Watchmen TV show.
I know. Again, I'm quite excited.
I'm not sure where that would go and where they would start with
I'd
that.
be
because-
interested. Hopefully, it would be before, and it would be them when they were the Watchmen doing their
doing
thing.
their
Doing
thing,
their thing.
rather than at the end of
rather
their
than
tenure.
rather than the era that is actually set in the Watchmen,
Or a sequel.
or afterwards.
Well, you can't
And then they
really do
Well, no, I
afterwards
mean
because
Rorschach's
of what happened
gone,
during the
and Mr. Blue Balls is gone, and
Do you mean Dr. Manhattan?
that's the dude. So yeah, hopefully one that's set
when they first
when
got
they
together
first
and then
got
they
together.
were doing their
from like
crime
the
fighting.
photos that they were showing.
I think it
like
would
that.
make more sense to do a prequel, because then you could recast the actors as younger versions of themselves.
Yeah,
Because the actors from the movie,
yeah.
they're a bit too big.
You think that the actors may be too big to be in a TV show? The actors from the movie?
No, because it's HBO,
Yeah.
and there always used to be a divide between feature film actors and television actors, and you didn't really used to get feature film actors
No.
being in TV.
No.
But that wall's kind of disappeared now. And
HBO
TV,
really has made that line very thin,
yes,
because they seem to have the same sort of production budget that film movies do.
yes,
They have the same staff almost, the same cinematographers, the same directors.
Well, you look at the writers and directors.
Yeah.
You've got J.J. Abrams.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
gets involved in a lot of TV
Yeah.
stuff as well. And I think it's now you see a lot of film actors going into TV to do like a one episode,
Yeah.
or even go right the way through a series as a main character.
Yeah.
Because it's almost cool to be
Yeah, yeah.
on the television show. You look at the amount of people that have turned up on Doctor Who.
Yeah.
yeah.
That are big name stars.
Yeah.
Years
I mean,
ago,
even-
during its original run in from the 60s to the 80s, you never would have seen any of those people on
No.
the telly doing a TV series like that.
No. But I think going back to Watchmen, it's definitely a good idea, and if they can tie it into the fact that they approached Zack Snyder to do it, and I know Zack Snyder winds a lot of people up and they don't like his style.
Yeah, I don't
I
like him.
I like it.
No, I don't like him. He
I
makes
do.
a cup of tea.
What?
I don't have any idea
Winds
what that
me up.
reference is.
What, Zack Snyder?
No, him making a cup of tea. That's what I'm
right,
about.
okay. I don't know.
I know who Zack Snyder is.
Good. I thought he was being all ungeeky on me then.
No, God, no.
Where did a cup of tea come from?
Well, he just winds me up.
Why?
Well, he doesn't make a very good cup of tea.
No,
You
right,
said that
I'm
a
not,
minute ago.
I'm not talking to him anymore.
Can we not just kick him out of the shop?
Don't make
Yeah.
me kick you out, Brian.
I'm pretty excited about the idea of it. I'd like to see, like I said, the older stuff. So the old timey group of
Yeah,
guys.
it'd be like,
What,
It's
the Minutemen-
almost
the Minutemen?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost steampunky.
or even to see like the comedian to
Yeah.
go from the jester type character
Yeah.
to the mercenary
Yeah,
that
yeah,
he
yeah.
became.
Yeah,
That would be really good.
Yeah.
And if it was done in the same style as the movie,
yeah.
I think
And
that
as
would
long
be a
as
very
they
good
get the
TV
same
show.
dude to play Rorschach, I'm in, because he is amazing. You'll never nail a character as well as they nailed Rorschach.
That was good.
He's literally perfect.
Yeah.
He
When
looks
he's in
exactly
the
the
prison,
same. Yeah.
and he smacks the guy around the face with a tray,
Yeah.
and turns around and
Yeah.
says, "I'm not trapped in here with you. You're all trapped in here with
Yeah,
me."
it's
It's
amazing.
like that is the character.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're going to have to read Watchmen as our read of the week sometime.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, I watched the new Star Trek film, Star Trek Beyond.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What did you think?
That took you a while.
I got in my time machine again and went back and watched it at the cinema.
He's a busy man.
Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't fantastic.
I really liked it.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I really
I
liked
prefer
it.
the
This
second
is
one.
Simon Pegg's. Did Simon Pegg
Yes,
direct?
he
wrote it?
No, he wrote it.
Okay.
I think he co-wrote it. I think
It was
With
directed by.
Edgar Wright.
No,
Alright.
it was directed by the same guy that did Fast and Furious 7,
Okay.
I think, or 6.
There's 7 of them now, is there?
I don't know.
There's
I haven't watched
probably
any
more.
since the first one.
No.
I don't know.
Okay.
Son of the Fast and the Furious Revenge Part 7. I don't know.
No, I don't
I haven't got a clue. But it was all right. It was very Star Trek-y. It was all right.
Yeah. Cool. I'll watch
It's
it.
worth watching.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I liked the other two.
There was one bit in it, which I won't say because it will spoil it, but it does, because it was the 50th anniversary this year, and there's one bit in it which like goes back to
Yeah.
the original,
Okay.
and it was a nice little moment. You know, one of them is looking at something, and that's a good.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you got nothing else to do, watch
No.
Star Trek Beyond. It's all right.
I watched the new Jason Bourne.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Have you seen the other 3?
I have.
4, I guess.
Yes.
You don't really need to see this one.
I like the Jason Bourne character.
I think Matt Damon nails it. I really do.
The first 3.
Yeah, they're great.
Then they did the Bourne Legacy,
Jeremy,
Yeah.
what's his name? Renner, is it?
Yeah.
What's his name? Is that his
which
Jeremy Rayner.
name?
yeah, which is atrocious.
Yeah, it was alright.
It wasn't. It was really bad. When I
Am I
watched
wrong
it,
again? Am I-
you're wrong again. Your opinion is wrong.
I'm with you then. I didn't mind it.
No,
It
I
was-
didn't like
It
it.
wasn't brilliant.
No.
You could tell that it was probably rewritten because Matt Damon said,
Yes.
"No, I'm not doing this one." So it's like, Christ,
The
how are
only
we going to
thing-
change this because we've got this film.
The
The
Yeah,
only
mate.
redeeming feature that it had was the fact that it ran simultaneously with number 3.
Yeah.
So it was sort of like this was happening at the
At
same, time as that.
Yeah.
And I quite like that bit.
Yeah.
But the overall with them sitting down and talking, and it just went on for far too long.
It wasn't. It is definitely my least favourite of the.
Oh, it's the weakest of the
5.
lot. Now, if they did like another one
Yeah.
and put them both together,
Yeah.
yeah, all right, I'd
Yeah.
go with that.
I mean, I watched it and I didn't mind watching it. It was just an action movie, you know.
Yeah.
It's a
Right.
movie.
Yeah.
It didn't leave any lasting impression, but it kind of kept you satisfied at the time.
So
But yeah.
this new one, Born.
It's if the first 3, it's just the same. You know, something happens, he has to come out of hiding and then
Okay.
go and find someone, and they annoy him, and then he punches people to death. It's all right. I will probably watch it again at some point. You know, it's the sort of movie I'd put on in the background while I'm doing something else.
Right.
So you know,
Okay. Fair enough. Then. Right. I went through all of Luke Cage.
Yes, I did as
I
well.
have not seen all of it, but I do know I have had it spoilt for me. So
I started watching
doesn't-
it.
Everybody dies.
Everybody gets Luke caged
Yes.
to death.
It's one of them ones where you start watching it and you go, right, I've got to watch the next episode. Right, oh yeah, I've got just about enough time to
So-
watch that before I've got to do the next. And
So
like,
you
oh,
like-
If
you-
anyone comes in,
I've got to go to
I
bed
can't
in
fit
it.
it in.
Yeah,
So
I've
you,
got to go to bed
you
soon.
enjoyed it that much?
I watched it over 2 days because of work and other things
Yeah,
that were
yeah.
going on.
Yeah,
so
I watched it over about 3.
So you enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I
No.
did. You what?
Out of the 3, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, and this,
Yeah.
where would you have it?
I would put Daredevil first,
Yeah,
then Jessica Jones,
Yeah,
then
okay.
Luke Cage.
I would have put Jessica Jones first, then Daredevil, then this.
No, I would have put this at the top.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I
See,
really,
it's so
I really
diverse.
enjoyed it.
This
Yeah, exactly.
show.
It's right. I'll tell you from my point of view. It was good,
Yeah,
and
I enjoyed it.
I
I mean,
like it.
I am watching it.
Hence, I finished the whole series.
yeah.
But it's too much like Jessica Jones.
It is
As
very
in,
much like Jessica Jones.
He's bulletproof.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
They are pretty similar characters.
They're
though, to
very
be
similar
honest.
characters, and it's not. I mean, I liked him as a character, and I like the supporting characters, but it suffered from the same thing that the other ones do. It's a long, drawn out story.
Yeah, it's very
You know,
long.
It's very long. He kept complaining like people keep shooting holes in me, in my jacket.
Yeah.
Right. That's because you walk towards them. Try running.
I mean, that was one of the things that annoyed me about the show was the fact that these guys keep shooting him.
Yeah.
They know who he is.
Exactly.
They know he's bulletproof.
Yes.
Why are you shooting him?
Yeah.
Run away.
Yes.
That-
It goes back to like Star Trek.
Yeah.
Right? And they've just started the self-destruct and they've got a minute to get to the bridge. Why are you walking then? Just run! There was a bit in Luke Cage where he's trying to rescue someone
Yeah.
and he don't make it.
No.
Because you're walking, that's why!
Yeah,
You know,
it's...
but it was good.
No,
I enjoyed it, but I know I'm just picking holes in it. I know that.
You are picking holes now.
But-
it was enjoyable.
But, look,
It's
it
definitely
embraces-
enjoyable.
I liked all the bits where it harked back to like the origin
of
Power Man,
Yes.
and all the little bits and
Yes,
pieces.
that was good.
Where,
I liked
where
that.
Pop
easily,
called him Power Man.
easily the
and-
best episode was
Yeah.
was his Genesis episode.
That was
Yeah.
good.
And he came out
Yes.
of the machine and he
Yeah.
had his little tiara on
Yeah.
and his little yellow suit on and,
Yeah.
and he's like, God, I look like a
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was so good.
Those bits enhanced it, and I like the fact that
It
it's
pays homage to the original, but
Yeah.
it doesn't stick with
No,
it.
and that's
exactly.
it, yeah.
Yes.
I liked all the characterisation as well. I didn't think that, unlike Daredevil with Foggy Nelson, I thought all the people that played all the characters were absolutely spot on.
Shades.
Misty Knight
Shades is
was brilliant.
amazing.
Shades was
Yeah, he's
excellent.
good.
They all did really, really well, and they actually gelled together as well.
Yeah.
Whereas,
Yeah.
like with Daredevil, Foggy Nelson just sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, but
absolutely
is
terrible.
that not the way his character is in the comics? Is he not like that?
Well,
That kind of,
no,
he
it-
shouldn't be, he almost feels like he shouldn't be there.
What, a wooden actor?
Are you still
Well,
alive?
yeah, but maybe he was playing it like that. Being all clever.
Foggy is one of those characters in Daredevil
You
where
love
you
to
either
hate.
you either hate him or
Yeah.
you can put up with him.
Yeah.
And I can put up with him. He doesn't really affect me that much. I know James hates him with a passion.
Yeah, I don't like him
James
either.
hates almost everyone with a passion.
James does hate everyone, not almost everyone,
Um,
including himself.
The other bit,
That's why he's
the
so
other thing
angry.
as
That's
well
why he's
was
angry. Yeah.
the fight scenes were really bad.
They weren't fantastic.
They were so laboured. Everything felt.
Yeah.
He didn't. He's this super strong dude who.
Yeah,
but
it's almost like I'm going to sit here and let you punch me just to prove a point.
But that's fine.
Yeah, but
it's the
that's
sort
part of it. He didn't want to be involved in it. He doesn't like fighting. He's just there to try and sort of
Yeah, but it's
rectify
totally
the wrongs
different.
that had happened.
Totally
So
different to the
it's not-
scene with him and Jessica Jones in Jessica Jones, where they're in the bar fight.
Yeah.
The fight scenes in this show just do not work at all. The majority of them don't seem to work.
When you have like the hall fight or the stairwell fight in Daredevil,
Yes.
they're amazing.
It is. That was
That
amazing.
is like right up there with anything that they're putting on film for
But the difference is
movies.
The difference is Daredevil is trained
Yeah, of course.
fighter.
But
Luke Cage just hits people with a car door.
yeah,
Well, yeah, the only training he's had from the film, from the TV series, is a bit of boxing.
Yeah,
by his-
yeah. Or Ultimate Fighting or whatever it was he did.
It was boxing.
Was
yeah.
it fight
Yeah,
boxing?
yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh yeah,
it's-
he was the silver gloves or whatever they were called. What, the golden gloves there were they?
I have no
Yeah.
idea. No, I just
but I also enjoyed the fact that it embraced the Harlem culture.
I
Yes.
love it.
And that was
Absolute-
really-
the soundtrack is incredible.
Even
have
down-
you
yeah.
seen as well? Every single episode they have
Yeah.
a guest on,
Yes.
a guest musician,
And
almost.
they stick on them for quite a bit of
Method
time.
Man was on it
Yeah.
and everything. Oh, it's amazing. It's
Yeah, it's
so,
a very good soundtrack.
Yeah.
was that who did the rap?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There was a bit of fallout online about it because people were complaining that there wasn't enough white people in it. Like, really?
it's in
Go
Harlem.
away.
That's the thing.
Go away.
It's in Harlem.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Because I don't look at it and think,
are
where's
these-
the white guy?
Are these the people that are jumping on the bandwagon because other people say there aren't enough black people or Asian people
Yeah,
in these
exactly,
programs?
yeah.
So I'm going to stamp my foot and say there aren't enough white people in
It's
this
these
program
people.
instead.
It's
Yeah,
people that aren't really.
Who can I relate to, goddammit?
They're
Yeah.
not really insulted or hurt by it, but they feel like somebody should be insulted or hurt by it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
So they'll bring it up
Yeah.
and say this isn't right because somebody may not think it's right.
no, you're just being a
Yeah.
And so unfortunately, I was all ready to absolutely love this show, and I've watched it.
I
will
enjoyed
watch
it.
all,
I
and
really enjoyed it.
I am enjoying it, but just I thought it was going to be better than the other two.
Yeah, I was expecting. Yeah, because they'd hyped it as this is better, the best thing we've done, and obviously Graham thinks that it is.
I do.
Yeah.
In my opinion, which is the right opinion, obviously, it isn't.
in your own little world.
Yeah. We'll let him. We'll just let him think that. It's all right.
Yeah, oh, shut
I
up
think he
and
can
go
hear
on.
me.
Yay, I'm winning.
Yay.
Right, next thing. Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol
Doom
number
Patrol,
1 came out.
You read it?
I did read it.
I actually did read something.
Ooh.
I read Doom Patrol. Purely because of Gerard Way.
Right, you see,
I was interested to see what he did with someone else's work.
Right.
You know, I read Umbrella Academy. I loved it. Umbrella Academy. It was absolutely crazy, but I loved it. The artwork was great. Gabriel Barr, I think it was. Yeah, Gabriel Barr.
I can't remember.
Very similar art actually to Doom Patrol. It looked very similar.
Right.
Doom Patrol is crazy.
It's pretty mental. It's one of these that you're going to have
Are
to
we going
read
to
every
probably
month.
talk about it? Like,
You can if you want, because I don't think many people picked it up, and it's only been the first issue.
one of the characters, I'm assuming he's going to be one of the main characters,
Probably.
comes from a burrito eaten by one of the other characters. Inside the burrito,
It's pretty mental.
Inside the burrito is a little world, and he comes from that world. Comes out, gets hit by a truck, he's a robot, and just gets splattered everywhere.
And then they pick his head up
pick
and
him
go,
up, yeah.
there's a brain
There's
in
a
here.
brain in it, yeah.
What were they smoking when they wrote this?
Yes,
It
well,
is pretty messed up.
apparently,
or
from what
swallowing.
I've heard a few people talking about it on other podcasts. The other podcasts are available.
Inferior podcast.
Well, that might be slanderous, libelous.
We're the best one, shut up.
They were saying that the original Doom Patrol, and I did read a bit of it, but I don't remember.
I've
it that
never
much,
read them. I've never read
Was
the Doom
crazy. Was really weird.
Patrol. It's
as well.
deliberately weird,
Yeah.
though.
I mean, the main two characters are EMTs. There's an emergency medical technician and an ambulance driver, I think
Yeah.
they are. And it looks like another character is that woman from space who comes and does the party trick in the doorway.
Yeah, and a robot.
Annihilates a flatmate somehow. Yeah, so it looks in. You should read it. Just read the first issue.
When it comes out as a trade, that would be interesting to get everyone's opinion.
Yeah,
on the
it'd be.
first arc.
I think because of how crazy it is, it'll be much easier to read in a
Yes,
complete
very much so.
sandwich
Yes.
of goodness,
It's
as
one of-
opposed to just like
you're gonna
one
have
issue
to-
of craziness a week. You know,
Well, it's a month.
Sandwich.
well, a month. Sorry, yeah.
It's almost like when issue 2 comes out, you're going to have to reread issue 1
Yeah.
to appreciate issue
Yeah.
2.
So yeah,
Because there's so much weird
I mean,
stuff going on.
what was that one page about? With the guy sat behind 3 synthesizers.
I don't know.
He just pushed a button on one, pushed a button on the other,
Yeah.
and then that was it. The next turn over, you're expecting more, and it's just back to the two.
I know. Did you pick up on the Last Starfighter homage
No, I didn't.
when she's playing an arcade
Oh
game?
yeah, of course. The things.
And he's like, "You're always
yeah.
playing that arcade
Yeah,
game,"
yeah, yeah.
and it was literally perfect
Nice.
from the Last Starfighter.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I'll read the second one. I actually thought we had it in, but it's an alternate.
Variant cover.
Who wants variant covers? I do.
Some people do.
Right, I think that's why IDW did it.
Right. If that's the case, then
as long as they link.
right.
I mean,
Transformers was the worst thing I ever did.
Yeah.
I started pulling every comic.
Yeah,
Five comics just for one issue because they had 4 normal ones and then a retailer incentive.
I think I might have got those as well.
Yeah.
Next week
Yeah.
is the final issue of Darth Vader. Darth Vader issue 25.
Okay.
And we've got like 14 different variant covers coming in.
Really?
It's insane.
So is this going to be the one that then transforms into something that goes into Rogue One?
I don't know.
You
It
think?
might be. This might be the new Star Wars classified comic that's
So
coming out. I
yeah,
don't
there
know.
is a classified comic, isn't there?
Yes, which they're not saying what it is
Because it's classified.
because it's classified.
For someone's eyes only.
It's a black page. That's all it is with Star Wars classifieds. We're not allowed to show you any information, sort of thing.
Yeah. Is that
Do you want
Close-up
it?
of Darth Vader.
close up of Darth Vader? Yeah. Shiny
Maybe.
black page.
It could be. I don't know.
It's going to be a lead into Rogue One, right?
If they're
As a
going to
guess.
do like a Darth Vader Rogue One, wouldn't they have to jump back in time again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God!
So what has
Well,
happened?
Graham's not going to read it then, is
So
he?
they jump back in time once, and then they're going to jump again.
Yeah. Right. Best for last. Westworld.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I've deliberately not talked about this today.
Me neither. I'm excited. Okay, so we've all seen Westworld, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
If anyone's listening, except other than Sam, if you
Sam,
haven't-
if you haven't listened to this,
yeah.
pause it, go and watch Westworld and then come
yeah.
back.
Also, if you don't want it spoiled for you, the episode we're going to talk about it candidly now. I don't care. We're just going to talk.
No,
about
talk about everything. I don't care.
it. It is amazing.
It's fantastic.
There's one bit I really hated, and it almost ruined the whole show.
What bit?
The British guy shouting and swearing the first time he does it. It's almost as if they do it just to be over the top and British. It's the guy who writes the stories for the world.
Him. Yeah.
And he comes in and he's like, "Oh, I can't do it because." Yeah.
Sam can bleep it.
Yeah, but it just didn't work, innit? He's like, F this and F that, and you F her, and you know.
It was a bit over the top.
And it almost felt like it was just there to be there. You know, it didn't
they did it for the sake of doing it.
But that was it. Everything else in the show was bob on.
Right. I'm a huge fan of the original movie.
Yeah.
I was introduced to it at a very early age, even though it's very violent.
Yeah.
The original film with Yul Brynner.
Yeah.
Was that 1972, 73?
Something like that. It's written by Michael Crichton, the same guy who did Jurassic Park. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's very awesome.
It's
great.
It almost
stupendously
has
brilliant.
Infinite possibilities.
Yeah, and they never did anything else with it apart from they did a TV show that came out at the time called Beyond Westworld, which only lasted 6 episodes, and they pulled the plug and they were on a submarine.
It was 6 episodes, and they only ever showed 3. They pulled the plug after
really?
the 3rd episode because
Okay.
it was so bad.
I've got them. I tracked them down.
All 6 or just 3?
All 6.
Okay.
And I just haven't brought myself to watch them yet. But I will now, because this TV show's come out. I will go back and watch.
We should watch them here. We should watch the movie.
We could do
in here one night.
Then watch Future
and
World.
watch what?
We have to watch Future World after the movie.
Yeah,
And
and
then
then
TV show.
watch. Yeah.
Right, they did a sequel to Westworld called Future World,
yeah.
which is all right.
Because of course in Westworld they allude to all the other worlds that they have. This is just the West world. There's medieval world. There's whatever.
Roman world and
yeah.
Future World.
Yeah.
And all the robots always go wrong. That's the story.
Robots go wrong.
Not really in the Future World though. They didn't really go wrong. It was just them planning on.
It was
people, weren't they?
Yeah, it was like global domination, switching presidents and stuff like that.
It wasn't really a good premise, but the music for that movie was great.
It was pretty good. Yeah, that was like the early 80s. So when this was announced, and they started filming this like 2 years ago, and then they stopped production.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought,
of this show?
Of this show, this new Westworld, they stopped production and said, we don't know what we're doing. So after J.J. Abrams finished directing The Force Awakens, they said, please come and help. And he went, all right. So this is what he did after Star Wars 7.
I like it.
And it's good. It's
very
really good. The opening episode that we all watched cost $25 million just for the first episode.
But you think about that, right? You think it cost what, 25 million? You say
25
it is
million.
an hour long, so it's not shy of feature length.
And there's an awful lot in it.
So well produced. It is a movie.
It is, yeah.
You know, it only cost, and that way, and you think about it like that, it only cost 25 million. 25. You know,
and then the rest of the show cost, or the rest of the season cost 100.
But then, are they going to be 45-minute episodes after this?
I would have thought so, but I don't know. HBO seem to.
Yeah, they do. They
if it
stay
needs
up about
52,
50,
it needs it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But they built the whole town, and
it's great. Everything they've done.
There was lots
really
of little
well.
Easter eggs in there for people that knew what was going on, and you kind of thought that it was going to be the gunslinger, the Ed Harris character.
Yeah.
You know, you think there's the gunslinger, and it isn't.
No, it's just crazy.
And they dropped that in within the first 20 minutes. And me and Raven looked at each other and were like, "Wow, we didn't see that coming."
I predict he's going to be not the character you think he is right at the beginning, because he's a complete right on this first episode.
Yep.
And I reckon, looking at what HBO have done recently and previously, I think as you go through the series, you're going to find he's actually a really good guy, and there's a really good reason why he's doing what he's doing.
He's going to be like the freedom fighter.
Because he knows that it's a game, and he wants to get to the next level. Now, what's the next level? Is the next level medieval world? I don't know. And what's the design on the inside of this guy's skull?
I know.
Don't know.
I'm really looking forward to the second episode. Actually, how long is it? When does it air normally?
Sundays in America, so we get it Monday morning.
So I think we should just watch this every week and talk about it.
Well,
and if people don't want it spoiled for them, watch it.
Yeah, you've got to watch it.
Okay,
it's fantastic.
Some really big names in it. Anthony Hopkins is in it. He's brilliant.
Ed Harris.
Ed Harris is scary. And the dude who plays Cyclops. What's his name? I can't remember his actual name now.
Mr. Cyclops.
Mr. Cyclops, boring old Cyclops. One bit though that made the whole show for me, and it's just a tiny little tiny kind of thing. And it's a testament to the guy who plays her father, the woman's father. You know, he goes wrong.
Yes.
But when Anthony Hopkins is talking to him and he's asking him to access different builds, just the way he kind of moves, it's almost like his body is resetting itself to a previous position. You know, and it's great, absolutely great. It makes you think that there's cogs and stuff moving inside him and all this kind of stuff. Brilliant. Absolutely
there was one
fantastic.
bit of information that we figured out quite quick. There's a part where they say we should bring in everyone that's had the upgrade.
Yeah.
And then they say, well, how many's that? And he goes, about 10%.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, that's about 200 androids.
Yeah.
Well, that's 2,000.
Yeah.
Now, there's no way that there's 2,000 androids in Westworld.
No.
So there's obviously other places.
There's
in the bit that we've seen.
Exactly.
Because he did say at one point, because the guy that played the father figure, he was previously some...
Yeah, he was...
Other character.
He was four other characters or something.
Like a murder mystery one. And
he played in a Shakespeare experience or something as well. So
Yeah.
they've been doing this for years.
Right, now, I had this conversation earlier today. Now, when they made the statement of, we haven't had an incident in over 30 years, to me, that means they're referring to the original movie. And this is a sequel. That's what I got out of it.
Maybe. Is it 30 years ago?
No, it's more than that. But if it's in the...
That would be... Yeah.
Right, if that's the case...
About 44 years.
Yeah, okay.
Now, the person that I was talking to said, no, they just refer to an incident. And this is a complete reboot.
Well, you
it's
never
completely
know.
new. Now...
I mean, that's what happens when we watch TV shows.
Exactly. For me, the Anthony Hopkins character has been there since day one.
Well, he's the boss.
He's the boss. He's like the
boss.
creator, sort of thing. Now, for me, if they did a flashback with a young Anthony Hopkins and Yul Brynner, I'd be happy as a pig in poo.
Yeah,
I really would. That'd be great. Awesome. Because when they go to the archives and you've got all the robots stood there, me and Raven were like, where's your Brynner? And if they just put him in the corner, fantastic. Yeah. But as Raven pointed out in the original movie, he got burnt beyond all recognition. So if that's an Easter egg somewhere, and J.J. Abrams likes doing stuff like that.
He does. He likes doing stuff for the fans.
Sometimes he does it a bit too much.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I think it'd be like
The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
What? The Force Awakens was like A New Hope. Was it?
I think it'd be like in Anthony Hopkins' office or something. Like he would keep something from that.
Yeah.
Or like an archive room.
Like an arm in a jar somewhere.
Yeah. And a chip.
Or like some of the hands.
Like
the hands with no fingerprints or something like that.
Yes.
It's a great show.
It's brilliant. It's one of the best things I've watched in a long time, where it's got me really excited.
The best thing about the show is, I think as well, and I love it when they do this. They don't treat you like an idiot.
No.
They deliver you the information in the way they want to deliver it to you, and then you've got to work it out.
Yes.
They don't point stuff out to you. They don't say,
this is important.
Look, hot point right here. Look. They just, everything you need to know about this world that we're in is told to you in the first 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
All by just watching the show.
Yes.
By watching this day, kind of play out the way it plays out. And I love that. Because it keeps me engaged with the show. Because I'm constantly having to absorb the information as opposed to have it thrown at me.
Yeah.
And I think that's brilliant.
The music in it was really clever.
Yes, we talked about this
They
earlier.
got Painted Black.
Yeah, Black Hole Sun.
Yeah.
All these modern songs, but played Wild West style.
Yeah.
I thought it was brilliant. And like we were saying, Black Hole Sun was playing while she was coming down the stairs and something was going on, and I was singing it in my head. And I'm like, why am I singing Black Hole Sun? And then I was like, oh right, it's on the show.
Funnily enough, that's exactly the same thing that happened to me.
And I don't know if there was more than that, because I didn't notice them before.
I didn't notice
I noticed Painted Black and Black Hole Sun.
But if they'd done that, what else are they going to do?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
So it kind of also that gives you a time period when it's set.
Yeah.
So it's set in more modern time than the movie.
In the near future, I would say.
Yeah.
Did they actually ever specify what year the original movie was set in?
No,
I don't think so. I think you're just supposed to assume it was set in 73 or whenever it was released.
Well, then it was the near future again, because there was certain bits in there that...
Yeah.
Yeah. But everyone should watch as well, because I'm going to be talking about it every week.
Yeah, me too.
Is that's the new Stranger Things then?
That is. Yeah. That really is.
Yeah, it's.
I've got it in this week as well.
You talk about it every week.
Every week, right?
Unfortunately, because it's HBO, it's probably going to be about 17-ish episodes long.
No, I think it's going to be 10. I really think.
Well, Game of Thrones is 10.
Yeah,
isn't
I suppose.
Yeah. That's about the norm.
I think that's perfect length, really. Like again, like Luke Cage is probably going to be too. What is it? It's 16 episodes.
12.
It's too long, really.
What, 12?
13.
It's 13
episodes.
I mean, that you could cut loads
Stop
of stuff.
dissing it.
I'm not dissing it.
You are dissing it. You are dissing Luke Cage.
I'm not dissing Luke Cage. I'm just dissing the show he's in.
Stop being racist.
Christmas, will you stop?
Bloody sweet Christmas. That annoyed me as well. They've got to jam it in there, it seems, almost every episode now. I liked the bit in Jessica Jones where he says it because it kind of makes sense, but now he just says it any time at all. I'm waiting for the Christmas episode where he doesn't say it.
Sweet Halloween.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Bitter Easter.
Alright, yeah, we could just keep going through these holidays.
Right, unhappy Hanukkah. Next one.
What are you
What?
Anti-Semitic?
No, it's the complete reverse.
Unhappy Hanukkah.
Yeah, as in happy Hanukkah. Oh, God. Right, moving on.
Yeah, go on then.
We did Sandman. Preludes and Nocturnes.
Mm.
We read Volume 1. Raven and Graham, you had never read it before.
No.
Adam, you've never read it.
I've looked at the cover.
Did you even look at the pretty pictures?
I didn't even open it.
Jeez.
Okay.
I've seen it before.
The
the artwork's stunning.
The last time I read it was about 5 years ago. It was when I first... No, it was more than that. Probably about 10. When I got back into reading comics again. It was one of those that I had to pick up.
You hear
everyone,
it bounced around comic books.
If you like comics, you should read Sandman.
Yeah.
So I'm like, alright, I'll read Sandman then. It's good, but it's very heavy-handed in places.
Okay.
And it's a lot like reading poetry. You know, I can't take too much of it without, in one go without someone wanting to punch somebody else or shoot someone or have an alien turn up.
Okay.
It doesn't scream at me, you should like this. But there's an awful lot of people that do like it.
Oh, yeah.
And it span off for a long time, and you had Death come out of it, his sister. And she was a really popular character in the 90s. She almost rivaled like Wolverine. It's good, and I couldn't really recommend it to non-comic readers.
No.
If you're a comic reader, yes, it's worth watching because it's an important title, and it's not going to go anywhere.
No.
You should read it. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's good. Raven, you'd never read it. You've never read anything to do with the character whatsoever. What did you think?
I really enjoyed it. Like the first issue, like with him just stuck in a ball, that kind of dragged for a while. Like it wasn't really that. But then it got better when he got out, and I didn't know it was part of the DC universe or anything at that time, so I was quite surprised when Arkham Asylum turned up. I was like, they can't have just copied that. I went, that's the same thing. But I like the way they stayed away from mentioning any of the big characters. They just stayed with small characters that they didn't really use. He has an issue with Constantine.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's probably one of my favorite issue in the entire thing.
All right.
Because it works so well.
Yes. Did you like it?
Yeah, I did overall. Yeah.
Do you want to carry on reading it? Because it gets darker and stranger.
Straka.
Okay.
Is that a new word?
I've just made that word up.
Right.
I copyright that.
Copyright.
Okay.
Straka.
I mean, stranger and darker. That's now my word.
Okay.
You're not allowed to use it.
Okay.
There was another issue the 24 hours thing with Dr. Destiny.
Yeah.
And he just gets has to wait 24 hours before he could do it. He's in this restaurant, and every hour he's doing something new. And then in the last 10 hours, he just gets bored and does whatever he wants. So he says, "Okay, you have to break your fingers," and he's making them do it. Then 1 hour he says, "Okay, you can do whatever you want now." And they're like, "What have we done?" And then he goes, "All right, now do this."
Yeah, nice.
And he kills them all. At
Just
the end.
torment.
It's a very clever. It's written very cleverly.
Cleverly.
It's almost like reading a novel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of information there to absorb. Yeah. All right, Graham.
To be honest with you, I wasn't really struck on it, if I'm honest.
Okay.
I don't think I would have been.
It's the first couple of issues are really disjointed, and I agree with what you said. It's like reading poetry, and you have to really stick with it and really have to be into it and sort of analyse the picture that's in front of you, read the words, and then I'll go on to the next section now, and then and then when you go from issue 1 to issue 2, it's like, okay, hang on a minute, did I miss something here? It's
did it skip
somewhere
an
else?
issue?
And then you're back to the same thing again. Then it joins back up again near the end of the second issue, and it seemed like really hard work to get into.
Was it like homework?
It was, yeah. It was just like homework. It's just like doing algebra and trigonometry.
Oh, trig!
Terrible. The artwork really went well with the story.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
what, you hated it?
I hated it. Yeah. No. From what I was reading, and it did work. It's because
they do complement each other quite well.
Because we've spoke about before with different books. It's not a superhero book, so it's not drawn it that way. No. It does complement what's actually written on the page as well.
Well, it's like a fairy story, isn't it? It's a fairy tale.
Yeah, but it's definitely not something that I would pick up and read normally. And to be honest with you, I don't think I'd pick it up and read it again.
That's fair enough.
But
would you recommend it?
No, I don't think I would.
To anyone?
No.
Ever?
No, unfortunately not, no.
Oh, you hated it more than me.
So you dislike it as well?
No, it's not the fact that I dislike it. It's
hard work.
It is very hard work, and I own all of them. I bought all of the trade paperbacks, and they're sat on my shelf.
That's dedication for you. Buying something you don't like.
Well, because I bought them before I read them, obviously.
That's foolhardy.
I got up to like number 5, and I just haven't read any more.
No.
And I own them.
Yeah.
But because I'd started, it looks a bit incomplete, so I thought I'd better finish that. So I own them all.
Oh, right.
And I will read them one day.
Eventually. When you've got nothing better to do.
I've got nothing better to do.
You'll just watch the TV show.
There's no TV show.
Not yet.
This is one of those things that's been mooted as a TV show and a film. Who was supposed to be doing it?
Nicolas Cage.
No, it wasn't Nicolas Cage.
Jack Black.
No.
Jack Black?
Yeah.
Oh, I've forgotten his name
Hansen.
now. No, the guy who was in Third Rock from the Sun, who played the kid. He was also in...
What are you talking about, Willis?
Is that something else, isn't it?
That's Different Strokes. Oh my god. And he's dead. He was also in the last Batman film. Not Batman and Superman. The Dark Knight.
Oh, right. You got angry with yourself then,
yes,
because you imagined one of us saying what Batman vs Superman.
I was just preempting that.
Alright, so not Batman vs Superman, but Batman.
He played the
Rise and Dark Knight.
Yeah, he played the detective who inherited the Batcave. Gordon Lovett
Junior Lovett Gordon.
It's alright, I got them myself. He was supposed to be playing Sandman.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
That's the one.
Joseph Gordon Levitt.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
He loves this. He adores
Joseph Gordon loves it.
He loves this. He does.
Does he?
And it was in production at Warner Brothers for the last 5 years. And he wanted to play Sandman, and they keep trying to fit it in. And then they said they were going to do the new DC universe with Batman, Superman, and the Suicide Squad, and we don't quite know how Sandman's going to fit into it. And they went, no, it's definitely going to be made. It's definitely going on the go. I'm going to produce it. And then he
was he in Third Rock from the Sun?
Yeah, he's the son.
Sorry.
So anyway, stop trying to be funny.
He was the son.
Anyway, so then he just walked away and said, "No, I'm not doing it anymore." So it's not in production anymore.
Well, you had a sulk.
I don't know. I don't know whether they pulled the plug or
he
whatever.
He just didn't love it.
No, he just
didn't love it anymore.
God, we're funny people.
We are funny people. Right. Okay. Next week.
Yes. Moving on swiftly.
Moving on. Next week. Going through them quickly. We have Wonder Woman 8, All-Star Batman number 3. Raven's really looking forward to that. Batgirl, Birds of Prey. He is. That's his favourite thing at the moment.
I didn't say anything.
Darth Vader 25, final issue. Deadpool number 20, Detective Comics 942, Lost Boys issue 1.
Lost Boys issue 1.
Which is going to be a sequel, obviously, to the movie. Gwenpool number 7, Uncanny Avengers 15, Red Hood and the Outlaws 3, Han Solo number 4. I'm enjoying that. Have you read these?
Han Solo?
Yeah.
No.
They're very good.
I should really read.
You should read.
I should
Han
really
Solo.
read the
It's only a mini-series. It's not an ongoing. Issue 5 of the Force Awakens movie adaptation.
Oh, I've seen it more than once.
You don't need to read it.
Oh, thanks.
Suicide Squad number 4, I believe. That's really good. You should be reading Suicide Squad.
Yes, you should.
I even converted Graham.
I read it.
Oh, wow.
Even got Graham to start buying a DC title.
Really?
Really?
That's like the end world's going to end.
I know. Cats and dogs living together.
In perfect harmony.
We have issue 1 of the new Warhammer 40k.
Yes, now I've heard good things.
Now we've had issue 0, which was a freebie in this month's White Dwarf.
Yeah,
I haven't read it.
I know a couple of people who have read it. I myself haven't yet.
Right.
But a guy who was down here the other day read it, Seb. He instantly added it to his pull list.
Okay.
After reading the 0, so it sounds like it's going to be a big seller with the 40k guys.
I don't know why they stopped
Titan.
it. Yes, Titan. Got it now.
So I think, is that 40k's own publishing house, or is that just
No.
No.
Titan's been around for years.
okay?
I think Titan.
Do they do all of
Doctor
the 40k
Who
stuff?
Yeah, they do 40k. They've got lots of TV licenses, and film licenses.
X Files, I think they have as well.
X Files used to be Image. I've got all the old Tops. Yeah.
Oh, that's going back a bit.
I know. I've got all the. I had all the British ones.
It was in the brain somewhere. I got that.
These are all way too big, so I got rid of them all and got the American ones instead.
Ah.
So I've got quite a large selection of the old American ones. Really good. Again, matey from who started off with drawing Walking Dead now draws, or he was drawing those.
Yeah, he was.
X-Files.
Yeah.
What's his name? Charlie Adlard? No, not
Adlard.
Adlard. No, the other guy.
He's the only one who's drawing Walking Dead.
At the moment.
Yeah.
It was the other.
Oh, Tony Moore.
Yeah, I think it's Adlard actually. I think it's the guy who's drawing it now.
Okay.
But they weren't black and white. They were colour.
They were colour.
They were very good actually.
Okay, the other thing that we've got coming in is most of the free comic book day stuff.
Free comic book day,
which is going to be October the 29th.
I see you're posting on the group.
Yeah, I'm doing a countdown.
Yeah,
every day.
When we get them,
yes,
we should have a flick through and talk about them. Talk about what
we can do.
What we think
they'll be in next week.
Yeah, cool.
No one can have them yet, though.
I can.
No, you can't.
I can't.
No, you can't. Shush.
I'll sneak them.
Yes. No, you won't.
I'll wait until Rob's not here.
Right. This is this week's read, which you're going to read, Adam.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll see how that works.
You have to read this.
Okay.
I want you to promise me that you're going to read this.
Well, I can't, unfortunately.
Promise me that you're going to read it.
Show me what it is.
No, you promise me that you're going to read it.
Is it
this week?
I promise
that you'll read it this week and talk about it next week.
Read it.
Show me your fingers.
This week.
And your toes.
What is it? Come on.
Right, this week's read is Volume 1 of Crossed.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll read that.
Okay.
Is that by the guy who does The Boys?
No. Yes, Garth Ennis. He wrote the first one, and it's drawn by Jason Burrows.
Statham.
No, not Jason Statham.
I don't think I've ever read an Avatar. Actually, that's not true. I've read some awful Avatar.
They are. This is pretty messed up.
Yeah, okay.
Now, I've already sold one issue of this.
Okay.
I don't think either of you will have read anything quite like this.
Extreme horror.
That's being kind to it.
Okay.
Am I going to have nightmares?
I'll talk about it more next week. I read it a few years ago. This was one of the only titles that I wouldn't let Raven read.
So has Raven read it now?
He's not allowed to be in it.
I gave it to Raven about 4 months ago, and he read half.
Is that because he's too scared to read the rest?
It's pretty messed up. It's one of these, once you've seen certain things, you can't unsee them. It's pretty bad.
It's already unseen.
Right. So you're going to go home and read that now, aren't you?
I might just read it now.
It's pretty cool, but we'll talk about it more next week.
That dude's got no hand. Sorry, alright.
Right. I think that's it. Have we forgotten anything?
If we have forgotten it, I've forgotten.
Yeah, if we have forgotten it, no one knows.
That's fair enough then.
I think we've talked enough.
We have. Right, that's it then. So we're off. More next week. Remember, Underpants on the Outside, if you're listening to this on YouTube. Underpants on the Outside is our Facebook page. where most of this gets posted up anyway.
And forgotten
about straight away. And we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Talking more twaddle.
Talking about Crossed. And Westworld.
Yeah. Watch Westworld.
Yeah.
Okay, so see you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.